So what exactly went down?
First of all, I don't like being taken for granted. And, whatever I do, I basically, I do not like seeing people being oppressed, number one. I felt he was being oppressed, because people have the right to be whatever they want to be. It's their decision. Do you understand? No matter your ex orientation, nobody should judge you for that. He reached out to me. He was like, oh, he appreciates everything, blah, 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 blah. We started talking, but not intimately.
Intimately.
No, but not intimately, because a lot of
you
people.
Tell them say your wife just born so that they go know.
So I get daughter, but not intimately. So, but he was reaching out to me saying thank you and that blah 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 blah. But not be thank you, I go chop. A lot of people are calling me GAY because of you, and I not be GAY.
Hey,
they understand?
They say I get
gay. For you, they call me. What did they not call me?
They say your Christian name is Gabriel. Oh no!
I don't chop insult from people. Say, why am I supporting Bobrisky on social media? And what I expected, if I was Bobrisky, if I was in his shoes, bro, I don't really need money like that. I dey abroad, I dey work. What I expected Bobrisky to be doing is showing me love, promoting my brand. And I don't have to ask him. It be like say you don't do work. You go come they ask, make they pay you for work where you don't do, or make they reward you. I don't feel enter in DM and tell them say I beg, promote me now, post my video. I can't be doing that with Bobrisky. Maybe like say they beg him for what I deserve. Do you understand? So I the defend person, and the person why they defend knows how they defend them. He go come tell me say, bro, I see all the work you're doing. As a matter of fact, everybody's against me, but you are the one who's always supporting me. I appreciate. Thank you, God. You gonna use sexy voice for me. Now your sexy voice, I go chop. At the Anambra boy, I really chop sexy voice. Do you understand?
What part of Anambra are you from?
I'm from Nodi. I love money.
Not far from Oka.
I love money. Do you understand? If it's okay, as you day abroad, collect 4 million, collect 5 million. Even when I change am here, no be anything, no be money in be. That's if you don't want to promote me on your page for some reason. Do you understand? Then I reached out to him this morning. I'm like, what's up? What's going on? You said when you were allegedly in prison, you were never in prison to start with. You were in an apartment. You reached out.
How do you know this? How do you know this?
I'm not because there. Because if they send me videos only there inside there.
I
don't have. Oh, he go send me video. Once if they send me your. I posted all this in my video.
Off that mic. Hey, I'm obey. Ha!
You understand? I tell him, say, Bob, I think so no be prison you supposed to. What did they do inside the apartment? In terms of that he's in a good place, he's chilling, blah blah blah.
The mic. Let's talk about other things now before I enter trouble. You know, say you did there, me I did here. So carry you go strong. These are very, very strong allegations. Oh.
Yeah, so basically, what did they do, Bob, now, like greediness? You say you spend 15 million naira for cake. They show us luxury for Instagram. They show us your house. They show us everything. But person will be saying in the support you, will be saying in name self don't go down. I've lost followers because of Bobrisky. From 500k followers, I can't they. It be like 490. I can't they. Now today, when I talk about them, now followers can't they come. Nobody, Nigeria is a country where they kick against what Bob they do. Like for where I dey now, nobody send you. We even see two men they kiss for road. The society accepts it. Do you understand? But Nigeria does not accept such. You can't see grown man we get beer, we come and they support you. We decide I know they beg you for money. Like this one I dey now, money don't be my problem. But at least use your brain now. Because if you are good, they not go make you not go get brain because if you are good. You supposed to get brain. No say, this bros don't try. Bros. Collect this one, nobody. Even if you don't want to give me that one, what did I go do to support this guy brand now? What did I go do? You go, because now all of us, you wait there that they freeze, you don't hustle for Instagram. All of us the hustle.
Baba, now hustle at the hustle, bills.
If you know the hustle, you don't go there in this live video with me now. Now hustle all of us day.
Let nobody confuse it. In as much as I love the truth, the only thing I do on social media for free is preach the gospel. Anything apart from the gospel, I'm hustling.
Hello, Daddy Freeze. I am in transit, but I'll do the best I can. And I'm
where are you going? Abroad again?
Yes, I'm trying in transit, and I'm not going abroad yet.
Okay. Yet. Okpo. Oshé. Lawyer me. Okay. First things first. First question. Legally, if I call you to have a conversation with you one-on-one, can you legally record a conversation? And if if the answer is yes, under what circumstances can a conversation be recorded? Question one.
Okay, so hello everyone. You cannot legally record a conversation, especially you cannot legally publish the outcome of my conversation with you. Do you understand what I mean? You could record a conversation and keep it, but now publishing it is where the law comes in. That's my privacy, and I can sue you for breach of privacy.
Okay, so let's imagine that I borrowed 20,000 naira from you, because that looks like what you can borrow me.
That's fine.
So, okay, I borrowed 20K from you, but then, say I don't borrow 15K from you last year. Way before I pay back, it reached like 5 months, and I can't pay on 2K, 3K. So you don't already anticipate, say, something fee happen. You might not, this Daddy Freeze might not pay me my money back. You now record our conversation. Now, you now call me and say, wait, now what's the matter? Why are you disturbing me for this money? Then I now go and say, Belinda, me and you the bench now. So all of a sudden now you won't come to drag money from me. At that point, you can see that money is not likely that it's going to come. Can you use that recording to pressure me to give you that money back legally?
Okay, so I'll answer your question, but I'll ask you a question, and the question is rhetoric because I don't expect you to answer it. The question will answer itself. So if I want to take money from you, let's say $20,000, because I believe that you can borrow me that or lend me that. So I want to take $20,000 from you, for instance, and I ask to take your child from you as a collateral or as something to hold on to, because the last time, I don't trust that you will give me back. And I take your child, and then for some reason, I don't pay up or you don't pay up, and I buy the child. So in any way, the law says there's a legal maxim that says ex topi causa non orito actio, which means that you cannot institute an action on illegal grounds. So whether you take me to court, the fact that you obtain this action or the action is instituted on illegal grounds makes it void ab initio.
They sent you to go to the university and you did not go there to have boyfriend. You went there to read. Now, more matters are rising. This matter is complex because remember, there was also an element of our skin color, BLACK, and male. Because remember, that's why I brought in the Belinda, me and you are arranging ourselves now. I want to bring, so there's a hint of, because Bob said, me and you they kiss now, something like that, along those lines. Now, when the guy throws that line, what if I feel that, let me run and go and release this thing, because if he releases it, it will now look like I'm his boyfriend. Maybe I'm asking him for Bolaho picture or those kind of pictures. So what if the guy, maybe the grounds are illegal, what if the guy did it to protect himself because Bob don't they go towards where the guy no know? my question.
What I'm saying is that it is void ab initio. And the law says that you cannot put something on nothing and expect it to stand. If the means via which you obtained what you may consider as self-protection or are illegal, it is void from inception. So I cannot kidnap your child or buy someone. I cannot buy someone as a means to want to hold on to what you owe me. I'm using pie because that's what we consider as the apex of crime or anything like that. If you obtain something through illegal means, you cannot use it as a tool for defense for yourself. Yes.
Somebody said bring Niger lawyer. You cannot see Korea and Victoria and the Lekki behind her inside the windscreen. Which one is Niger lawyer? Because she speaks. Yo, you want to see Lai Wasabi? Anyway, another question. Now, this particular incident occurred between somebody based in the United States of America and somebody based in Nigeria. What is your legal stance? Can Bobrisky sue from Nigeria the guy in the US? Because like you said, the guy's case is based on nothing. But guess what? He's abroad. So in a matter of this complexity, what do you think the outcome may possibly be?
Okay, so the truth is that what I think is not relevant. What is important is what does the law say?
Hey, Belinda, baby. She reads Bible for me too. Not just lawyer. This guy get brain everywhere. Sorry. Yeah. May they just know, say I know you. May not just be like, hey, don't be any kind of lawyer. Oh, yeah, talk.
Yes.
Talk, baby.
So, and we must understand that the courts have jurisdictions. There are matters that no matter how sensitive they are for the lower courts, they are for the higher courts. So the fact that whatever country the other person is has its own courts and has its own jurisdiction. So we are in Nigeria. The court's jurisdiction is very relevant to the outcome of every case. There are cases that have been struck out in Nigeria, Nigerian cases in Nigeria that have been struck out because you took it to a court that has no jurisdiction to try the matter. How much more a jurisdiction that is outside of our continent entirely? So in this case, there's no jurisdiction to try the matter in America.
So that means Bobrisky has no hold on this guy legally.
Legally.
Wow. Exactly what I don't know if you heard my analysis. As a lawyer, what do you think of my analysis?
Daddy Freeze, you're a layman. So your analysis are good and I commend you. But everything you're saying, even though you're also bringing morality to it. And I wanted to state that no matter how sentimental we are, I can see a lot of very sensitive and sentimental comments here. We need to understand that there is a distinction, very clear distinction between law and morality. And even though we have our emotions and we're judging based on morals, some people are speaking based on their religions or things that they think, it is not the law. That's why when people go to court, you see that everybody on social media thought that things will come out a particular way, and they don't turn out because there's a difference between law and morality. But again, I commend your analysis, shows that you're very well read and exposed and you understand the dynamics of the law, because the law is not static. It's not dependent on what you think on social media or what your church says or what your religion says. Beautiful, whatever you think. But the question is, what does the law say?
Saying, but repeat that thing you said again. Let it ring in their head. Thank you.
Yes. Again, I say that it is wonderful to have your thoughts, your opinion, your religion, what your religion teaches you, whatever you think. The ultimate question is, what does the law state about the particular matter? And like I said, there's a difference between law and morality. One of the clear differences or the major difference between law and morality is that law has punitive measures, recorded punitive measures. Morality doesn't.
And that is why something like adultery is really big in morality, but very hard to prove in the law. There is no punitive measure for adultery.
For adultery, especially in the South. In the North, it's considered in the penal code and all the other places, but in the South, in Nigeria, southern Nigeria, adultery is not a crime. So no matter how much your religion or whatever it is tells you that adultery is bad, I will not argue with you, but I'll ask you, what does the law say? Is adultery bad in Southern? Is it a crime in southern Nigeria? The answer is no. So you can go to your church and wail and go to your families and wail, but you can't bring it to court because it is not considered a crime.
Very beautiful. Now, is there any other lawyer? I wanted to bring Belinda because Belinda, I know and trust her analysis and trust her judgment. And I want to use her as a standard, a benchmark for, unless maybe we have a senior advocate of Nigeria here, I think any other lawyer's opinion is as good as hers, Abby. Unless we have a learned silk, that was now your senior, then that one can now, Abby, how does it work?
The law is there. The law is the law. It doesn't matter who is interpreting it. As long as you are a lawyer called to the bar, yes, you are good to go.
Okay. Now, I had so many people who are lawyers who wanted to come live and share their initially. A lot of people say, I'm a lawyer. Everybody don't gentle. They don't say law now. They talk Latin inside, because some people don't thought that they will come. You know what? I'm a lawyer too. I can just come and I can just wing it. Baba, you cannot wing this one. They don't quote Latin. If you know Sabi law reach that level, just sit down for your house, JJ. Someone is saying she married. She law to one. Let's say she person they talk of law inside there won't marry. Can you marry your sense and brain put together instead of divorcing the two? Let me look for another available lawyer. Wow, I'm waiting for people to send your messages. Oh, Belinda, don't go. If you're a lawyer in the house, send your. Everybody don't quiet now. If you saw the way people were typing, I'm a lawyer, Daddy, please add me. I'm a lawyer. Add me, Daddy, please. I'm a lawyer. Please, I want to share my. I'm a lawyer. Everybody just gentle. And I'm from a family of lawyers. My mother is a professor of law. Provost of it. My mother teaches law. Many of these senior advocates you have in Nigeria were taught by my mother at one level or the other, whether undergraduate or postgraduate. You know what it is to be provost of a law school, of a college of law. They don't have law, it's college of law. So my mother has risen very high in her academic hula balu.
We're proud of her.
I'm a lawyer. By Suits movie, can you imagine? See them. Law no exists for Nigeria. Now who get money, they win case. You see, let me tell you something. Belinda explained this thing to you, but many people do not understand what she was saying. It looks sometimes like there is no law because you don't understand. You are expecting morality. You're expecting the judge to judge the case on morality. I'll give you a very good example. Timi Dakolo's wife, Busola, versus Fatou Imbu. I broke down the way the case would turn out a year before it turned out. Everybody shouted at me and insulted me. I said, that's the law. There's so many things they're going to rely on. There's what you call statute. What's that thing called?
Statute barred.
Statute barred. I cannot do something to you 30 years ago and then it is now because you see that I am now reigning. When I was walking up and down, we were in the same short knicker for 3 weeks and my shoe had hole. You did not remember that time that you wanted to see. Now that I see that I just hammered 1 billion, now you now woke up and decided. So some things are statute barred. Now, law is not about what you know, it's about what you can prove. So a person can run and cry and give you an emotional story that will sway you and you say, oh, hey, yeah. But unless they can prove it in court beyond reasonable doubt, they are not winning. No. People will cry for you and wipe tears. The judge will enter and come out and give you a totally different judgment. At the end of the day, Busola was told to pay Fato Imbo 1 million naira, if I remember correctly, for wasting the time of the court. I don't remember the full details. That was so everybody said, there's no justice in this country. You were expecting them to judge according to Bible, or you were expecting them to judge according to Quran. But the funny thing is, if you are judged even according to the Bible, because people don't read the Bible, it's a totally different thing that will even have come out. But what people were expecting to hear was the coagulation of sentiments of the masses. When the whole masses have come together and agreed that Belinda was a man last year and she changed to a woman, once they agree that anything you tell them, they will not agree. It's called herd mentality. And they expect the judge, someone that went to 7 years in law school, 2 years in postgraduate, worked as 4 years, to come and think like you, that you are picking mango on the streets, takasufe, snapping your fingers and whistling, and you expect that a judge? Of course, we have corrupt justices in this country. Of course, there are a lot of them. I went through the hands of one, and I'm still going to tell you my story very soon. I'm just waiting for my case that is in Supreme Court to, we'll get there. But the sentiments of the masses can never be the sentiment of the legal system. The legal system works on a book. And if you want to change the outcome of the legal system, you must change the book. Because that book is what they are. So that's why we have legislators. They amend. So if, for instance, I'll give you an example. Sleeping with a 16-year-old is legal in France, but illegal in America. If it is now done in Republic of Benin, where the grounds are not they are not really clear on it, maybe let's say their own is 15. Are you going to use the American? That's the problem people make. You see an American say, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. But this thing happened in France. It's okay in France. It's wrong in America. That's why Belinda also talked about jurisdiction. Even the laws have jurisdictions. In Singapore, in India, and in 37 other countries, a husband cannot forcefully even in Nigeria, a husband cannot force his wife. That's the law. Whether you believe, it is wrong to the woman in the UK and the US, yes, but in Nigeria, what may happen, the best that may happen is they will say indecency or bodily harm or emotional, but to actually win a case against your husband for doing it by force in Nigeria, you cannot, there's no grounds for it. The book has not accommodated that kind of. So if you want it, you have to accommodate it in the book. I don't know if I'm making sense. So we need to, I'm trying to break these things down to laymen. So laymen, Josie lawyer, we have a lawyer in the house. I know Josie too. Josie was with us during the intellectual debate for the elections, clash of the supporters. I remember Josie was on the Peter Obi's team. And the beauty about the Peter Obi team then was, even though at the end of the day they disagreed with so many things, they saw the lawyers understood how things ran. So, two learned colleagues, how are you people doing? At this point, I would say they should bring some pankoko. Let me be eating while I listen to you, because it has turned to television for me. I have no standing to be in this conversation except ask questions. Josie, over to you, sir. What are your thoughts?
I really don't know the content of the discussion, because I came on and I heard you were asking for a lawyer. That's why I sent a request. Okay. I'm not very sure.
Did you hear about the Bobrisky story?
Yes. Which part of the story?
All of it. So the question one, is it legal for me to record a conversation I have with you privately? First question.
Well, to the best of my knowledge, in Nigeria, to the best of my knowledge, I stand to be corrected. I'm not practicing in Nigeria now. You have a right to record a conversation that you're part of.
Now, can you publish that recording?
Can you publish the recording? Okay, so it depends. Again, it depends. Sometimes you may publish an information about somebody that can amount to defamation. Right? You can publish an information, conversation between you and somebody that can be defamatory in nature. So that's on its own can give the person a right to bring an action against you for either libel, as the case may be. Yes.
Now, another question I asked, which Belinda answered beautifully, but I'd like to hear your perspective on, is if I record a conversation, did you hear the conversation Bobrisky recorded?
I think I listened to something that's on VDM's page, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
This morning. Yes.
Now, that conversation, yes. Do you think the guy was right to release that conversation because he did not get his money back from Bobrisky?
Oh, okay. I don't know that part of it. The money part of it, I don't know. I only heard the part that if you can give me a little summary.
Okay, let me bring somebody in like Femi Aderogba to give a summary. Femi, are you available to just summarize? I don't want to be, or can I use Mrs. Linda? Mrs. Linda knows the story very well. I need somebody to give us a summary of this conversation so we may...
Okay. So sorry, Daddy Freeze, I have to go now because I think I'm at my destination, but I just want to summarize with a few things.
Okay. Awesome.
So again, it's important that we understand that there are certain elements that make up a crime. Even though the act happened and you have evidence of that, the court is always going to consider two things: actus reus, which is the act itself, and mens rea, which is the intention. You must understand the court must look at the action and must look at the intention. That's one. So it's important that even when we are saying, oh, this happened, it is a fact, I heard the voice, this is that, you must know that when it comes before the court is not only going to consider the action, it's also going to consider the intention before it becomes a crime. That's on one hand. On the other hand, it's just a way to enlighten people.
I'm a bit lost. I really don't know where the conversation is coming from. I came in a bit late. If you can help me give a summary so I understand where you guys are.
Okay, so there's a trending video or audio that is going on that Daddy Freeze is speaking on.
Okay.
And he called me up and said I should state what I think and ask me a few questions. And I said, and you're a lawyer, so I said, I do not have my own personal opinion, or which I will not share here. However, what the law states is what the law states. So Daddy Freeze is in a better position or somebody he calls up to give you the rundown of everything that has happened as per the story. But I think that he just brought us here to just give like a legal interpretation of what the position of the law is. So not really to tell what has happened. Again, I'll say that we need to understand there are different arms of government. There's the legislature, there's the judiciary, and then there's the executive, because that's also another angle. I saw people in the comment section saying, how about the prison and what have you? We need to understand that the EFCC is a part of the executive arm of government. So as the prisons. The courts, which is the judiciary, are there to interpret laws. The legislatures have already made the laws that the courts will interpret for the executive arm of government to execute. It is not the responsibility of the executive arm of government to interfere in the judiciary. Neither is it the judiciary's duty to interfere in the legislature. The courts have passed the judgment. It is for the prisons and co to take it up from there. So let's not put the judiciary's work on the legislature or on the executive. I can see that there's a mix-up here and there. EFCC have done their own. If anything is true here, it is up to the prisons to prove or otherwise.
Now, Bobrisky said, why EFCC is brought into this, Bobrisky said, we don't know whether this is true or this is one of those social media claims that EFCC collected 15 million from him to drop the money laundering charges.
Well, if that as such would prove, if he's saying 100%. That the burden of proof is on him. However, Nigeria being what it is at the moment, it is not an impossibility. Let me put it that way. Most things like that happen in Nigeria. I heard from the audio clip that VDM played on his page, which I heard. He alleged that he paid and then they took out the money laundering charge, and then they only charged him for spraying of money, which would give a lesser punishment if found guilty. That is what I heard. But let me also mention something. I think one part of that conversation that I'm really interested in was that he or she, I don't know the nomenclature to use. He did mention the fact that Chief Falana was involved, and then for me, I think some people are getting on some things twisted. There was nothing that was said in that audio that indicted Falana. He said Falana applied for pardon. He's a lawyer. He has the right to represent his clients. If you brief me and I apply for pardon for you, I've not committed any offense. He did not say he bribed anybody. He did not say he tried to do anything to cut any corners. He said he was going to apply for pardon for him, and then he paid him 10 million or something like that. But I could see in that in the comments, people were really bashing Falana. I don't know why they're doing all of that. He's a lawyer. He has the right to represent his clients. As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, in Nigeria, in the Nigerian jurisdiction, as a lawyer, you are not even allowed to reject a brief. Generally speaking, there are exceptions to it, but generally speaking, you're not allowed to reject a brief. So he did what he did for his clients. So I don't know why people are actually blaming Falana.
So DF, I have to go now. I'll still be here.
My darling. Thank you so much, Belinda. Thank you. I'm gonna call you once we get done. Once I'm done on the live. Thank you very much.
Problem.
Thank you.
All right, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Belinda.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, I need more lawyers in the house. And does anybody know the story that can share it? Femi Aderogba, I want to bring you to share the story. Right now, I'm still looking for legal opinions. So the only reason why I'm bringing Femi is to share the story. So Femi, I want you to share the story with our brother here. I'm also trying to call Mary UN, who is a lawyer. And I'm also going to call another lawyer in the house. Femi, you have not accepted. Let me call Mary. Yeah. Everybody loves Belinda. Don't worry, I have many fine lawyers. Female lawyers. I want to advertise some of them. Belinda is definitely one. Ify. Mary is not responding. Where is Ify? Mary, how far? Yes, we are talking about Bobrisky. No, nothing is going to come. Yeah, 5 minutes is fine. 10 minutes is too long. Tell them to rush the meeting. We need you now. All right, Mary, Oshé. Sorry, I should have informed her earlier on.
Okay, Daddy Freeze, if I can mention something, I see people in the comment section blaming Falana that Falana knew he was not in prison. There's nothing to show that he knew he was not in prison. You only know that he spoke to him rather. So I don't know why people are saying that Mr. Falana is aware of the fact that Bobrisky was not in. Again, all of those, they are yet to be verified. Whether or not he was actually in prison or not is yet to be verified.
Yes. We are still dealing with the fact that Bobrisky could have made claims. So Ebuka Jesse, I'm bringing him live now. Ebuka Jesse is being... Femi, what happened? Femi, what happened? Evidence. Okay. Let me see if I can bring Radio Guard. Radio Guard had an experience with Bobrisky, but I don't want to bring I don't want to cause too much problem, because Radio Guard might take it to the next level. He might end up taking it to the next level. Okay, you reduced it for me. I'm not even going to be able to finish it. So come back in 5 minutes. Ewa Jan, come and eat a pankoko.
Does it have periwinkle that's not removed from the shell?
Absolutely. See. See periwinkle. Are you Calabar?
No.
Radio Guard don't respond though. I mean, Radio Guard don't respond though. Can you come live? Allow. Yeah, open it and pour for. Did you wash it?
Yes.
Thank you, my love. Pour it for me. Bro, how far? I did live. We discuss this Bobrisky matter. Is it possible that you join us? Let me know. So Radio Guard has its own set of ideologies. This one go catch fire if you come. And my beautiful daughter is serving me some ice cold Coke Zero to go with the Ekpan Koko. Oh yeah. Cheers.
Enjoy. When I grow up, I'd like to be like you.
Let me hear what you want to talk. Okay, he said sure, he'll join in a bit. Wow. Am I really ready for this amount of...
I tell him, say, Bob, I think so, no be prison you supposed to. What's he they do inside apartment? In terms of that he's in a good place, he's chilling, blah blah blah.
Mike, let's talk about other things now before I enter trouble. You know, say you did there, me I did here. So carry you go strong. These are very, very strong allegations. Oh.
Yeah, so basically, what's in they do Bob now, like greediness? You say you spend 15 million naira for cake. They show us luxury for Instagram. They show us your house. They show us everything. But person will be saying in the support you, will be saying in name self don't go down. I've lost followers because of Bobrisky. From 500k followers, I can't the people say 490 I can't day. Now today when I talk about them now followers can't they come. Nobody, you know Nigeria is a country where they kick against what Bob they do. Like for where are they now? Nobody send you. We even see two men they kiss for road. The society accepts it. Do you understand? But Nigeria does not accept such. You can't see grown man will get there, will come and they support you. When they say I know they beg you for money, like this what I did now, money don't be my problem. But at least use your brain now. Because if they are good, they don't go make you not go get brain because if they are good. You're supposed to get brain, don't say, this bros don't try. Bros. collect this one, nobody. Even if you don't want to give me that one, what did I go do to support this guy brand now? What did I go do? You go, because now all of us, you wait there here that they freeze, you don't hustle for Instagram. All of us, they hustle.
Baba, now hustle at the hustle, bills.
If you know the hustle, you don't go there in this live video with me now. Now hustle all of us.
Let nobody confuse it. In as much as I love the truth, the only thing I do on social media for free is preach the gospel. Anything apart from the gospel, I'm hustling.
I know they're like very dark my waist. I know they do man, they do promotion. If you want to promote on my page, come and go do. Because if Instagram go tomorrow, what we go talk? Now we're in day today, make they use them.
Make they use them, they hustle.
They hustle, they go.
Me, so I left radio.
I was waiting to you. That the freeze, I've worked in several radio stations. I've worked even I worked in Metro FM. I worked in a lot of radio stations.
I don't know you from radio. Now social media, I can't know you.
Because radio not go show your face.
Social media, you take blue. Like me too. Guys, I blew on social media.
Radio not go show your face. Now your voice is going to
yes.
Do you understand? I used to listen to you back then on Cool FM 969. Back then, when I be in Lagos. You understand? So basically, that the freeze. I expected the guy before they call him she, but now don't they talk why him be? Bobrisky na man, you know the woman. No, they deceive yourself, Bobrisky. You be man. That guy we supposed to use his brain, no use his brain. You go there my front, not beside the hate on them or anything. You go to show me so you get money. They show us gold. They show. Oh yeah, now give me some now. Guy when they defend you. Or if this I don't get reputation, I can't defend you since. You know, so that wouldn't pain me. So I just had to let it all out. Because
but did he do something specifically to you, or you were just because sometimes people assume that is love. It's not like you are doing. It's not everybody that understands that social media is a hustle. Okay. Some people just think that we like to gist, we like to have fun. That's why I want us to draw clarity from this conversation. Yeah. When you see me awake in the middle of the night at 3 a.m., I don't know if you've ever seen me before.
And they see you all the time. And they wake up for midnight, I go peace in their life.
So I did that 3 a.m. They talked to my Canada and my US audience. I did it for 1 year before I got my first gig. I was weak. I knew that I was going somewhere with this. It's part of the reason why I left radio. So the first 1 year, I scattered my sleep pattern. If you know how many sleeping drugs I'm on, just to be able to regularize my sleeping pattern, just so that I can attend to my audience that I have built in USA and the UK. That's why I have topics that are Jackpa. It is based for Canada and America. Then a lot of people just think that, that if it's like some people come back, you are awake at this time, just the way your papa they do security work in the middle of the night. Now, so me too, I dare awake, they do my hustle. So people need to understand that when something happens on, and how does Bobrisky make his money? It is through this same social media. So sometimes you are not able to give money. Because whether you like it or not, I'm going to share this with you. If somebody shows you 200 million on social media, he probably is worth 220 million.
Sure.
You go just get small remain for bank. The rest, they use and show. So a lot of people don't understand. They think that a normal person, for him to show you 200 million, get 1 billion. But entertainer, sometimes they don't even get that 200 million where they show you complete.
Now,
they are only inside at 150 million. Yeah. Some now borrow, some now I will be paying in installments. So a lot of people don't understand this. And sometimes when we show off the things we have, people tend to overestimate us and expect a lot. And that is why, as much as possible, before I started doing videos in front of my car, I did do it with cotton. I would not wear normal $5 t-shirts where my branded, this brand is paying. You don't realize that this is, they are paying me for me to wear it.
Sure.
You understand? Just
move.
As you like New York Yankees, that's why I like my New York Yankees. But the company where they pay me, they don't tell me, say, when you are going on this live, take this change, wear our brand. So that's one problem first. Sometimes when these people show off, it is to create awareness for their brand. And to open doors for certain possibilities, partnerships, and conversations. Let me tell you something. As an entertainer, I arrive somewhere in a brand new Mercedes. I'm going to be treated differently if I arrive there in an Uber.
Sure.
So all these things entertainers do now still part of the hustle. So I'm trying to plead on behalf of Bob now that maybe sometimes all these things where they should not be saying to get on too much like that. Not just onto the branding, but still, I'm understanding where Radio Guard is coming from.
But that
sometimes don't give me money. Post me on your story. Do you understand? I was telling one entertainer this same thing. Baba was expecting me to defend him every time. Give me interview. I don't need your money. I don't need.
Exactly my point. I never even needed his money. Why you not promote my brand? Now make I see you.
Just come to my live and chat with me for 15 minutes. Bring me 10,000 followers. Just 10K more. I know how I will monetize those 10,000 followers. It is my duty. Do you understand? But when you now don't want to give me any of these things, but you now want me to owe you allegiance, it now becomes a problem. But you see, me, I go come beg you, Radio Guard. We say, you don't want. Have you released any of those videos?
I'm not released them since morning now. You don't think now. You don't think now.
Because now you are going to cast a shadow on me. If to say I know you, not because of anything, no, not because of morality or anything, but anyway, make I not talk. No, it is what it is.
Basically, why I released the video now, I released that video of him in an apartment to back him up on the fact that he was actually in an apartment, not in prison. And I feel it's unfair on some people that you get people when we say they go put for prison, can't get some people when we say they go put for apartments. And the people when they put for apartments, no go get sense. Like you said, money is not everything. It's all about agreement. It's all about
how can you share deep secrets with somebody, make the no on day financial tie where you go fit take more hold. Okay, say take hold this 1 million or 1,000 pounds. Shebi na UK
1 million. Not even reach 1 million na 400 pounds now.
Yes. So okay, 2 million or that exact
rich.
1,000 pounds. See, Baba, just hold this one. It might not be anything to somebody in the UK. That's 3 days, 4 days money. They don't spend and finish.
Money for food.
But it just shows that I appreciate it because you cannot have the. Then secondly, I said something before I brought you in. Yeah. What thing they put this Bobrisky for problem now? Cho. I know say I talk. I talk for a living. When I talk because I talked 26 years on the radio. Now talk I take feed my family.
No be lie.
Now talk I take send my children go university. They finish university. But you see, we need to draw a line. How you let's even imagine. I'm sorry, I'm going to say this, but Bobrisky was privileged to be in an apartment. His cho abused that privilege.
And let me now tell you, I never asked Bobrisky to send me videos of him in an apartment. I never asked him to send me those videos. I do on my own. He sent me voice notes. Blah, 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 blah. Before I know what's going to happen, he don't send me videos of him in an apartment. Do you get that? I never asked for those videos.
Can you imagine? So do you know how many people Bobrisky would have sent these same videos to?
Do you understand? So why would you come out and deny the fact that you sent a voice note? He came out and debunked that he sent a voice note to someone when you actually did it. If you watch my video, you will see that the same voice was the same voice. So why you didn't deny him? You're not supposed to deny him. And
guys, I don't know anything about it. His name is Radio Guard. He's just my guest. Yeah, I've not talked to Bobrisky in a long time. I don't know about the apartment. I don't know anything. No.
Like this one,
please help me tell them that I don't know about it.
Like the freeze.
Apart from my birthday, when was the last time I talked to you last?
It's been ages. And then when my daughter was born,
you're part of them.
Yeah. So basically, if person if I know they benefit some from your hand, or I no send you, no, even if you like, make you be the biggest celebrity. As I come this place, so I did now, nobody give me transport, come this country. Now me hustle on my own, carry myself, come here. So I know they see anybody. As long as you are not contributing in my life, and me, I they contribute for your own, because for me to be defending you and collecting GAY name, people don't follow me. They enter my DM, they tell me say if they see me for Nigeria, they
Ah.
wow. Not be smart, you know. Not be smart thing. They tell me say they go buy me because say I be GAY, they support Bob. Then you will decide to support. You don't go say, once in a while, this boy they try, they see videos every day. Make I repost 1, make I repost 2, make I repost 3. No give me money. I they work. I do 36 hours in the UK. I did 12 hours every night. I they work. 3 days. I don't do my 36 hours. I don't need your money. But repost my content. You don't go repost. The only thing we're gonna send me a voice note with your sexy voice where they do like we they form like woman. They tell me say you've done a lot of surgeries. They tell me say thank you. God bless you, I go chop. God don't they bless me already. I know they poor. So support my hustle, support my grind. That's how it's supposed to be. You know? So that is free. That's basically what it is. Now person will no get sense. Now why did it affect them like that? Bob no get sense. I need to they talk. After this experience, he go learn to keep secrets himself. You're not even supposed to tell me because I never needed to know. I didn't have to know where you were, bruv. I didn't have to know.